Squat. Yo, what's up? We back again. What's happening out there in them streets? Oh, I've been waiting to do this video right here. So in this video, we are going to list some of the slabs that we recently received from GMA. We did just recently we did 101 cards with GMA on their $12 per card tier. And I opened those up and y'all seen what they were. We did fantastic. Out of 101 cards, 50 of them were 10s. How beautiful is that? Now let's go ahead and make some money. Now you're gonna see in this video, you're gonna see how I price my cards. You're gonna see how I list them so quickly. I'll give you some examples, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and list some inventory. First, go to eBay, and that's gonna bring you to your home screen. Hover over my eBay, go down to selling. Now, first, we really need to go ahead and take pictures and all that, but I just wanted to go ahead and look at my overview real quick. There it is. You see it? Okay, so first you're going to need a pen, paper. You're going to need, where is it? I'm not ready. Thought I was. Scissors. Boom. Painter's tape. Boom. You're also going to need the cards in the boxes that they came in. I would recommend for storage purposes. Okay, so first, let's go ahead and boom, you see them. Take that out. Let's get some of these out of here and stacked up to the side. Okay, you're going to want to go through your cards and separate them by grade. Depending on exactly how many cards you're dealing with, there's a lot of factors, deciding factors, but I would definitely recommend separating them by grade and starting with the 10s. We'll go ahead and just start with that box, why not? Alright, we are about to add a ton of inventory to the store. That is a beautiful thing. So there's a couple different ways that you can go from here. The way that we're going to do it for this episode is on the pad of paper. Can you see that there? Can you see it? I'm just going to put first GMA return. All right. Then I'm going to put a 1. Let's start with just 1. Hello. Might as well pre-number it. Okay, so, and what do we have here? Now look at this first slab. Hold on. Look at this first slab. Boom, that is a Battle Styles full art wrap or single strike Urshifu VMAX. Okay, so we're gonna put Urshifu VMAX 86 Battle Styles full art. Okay, 1. Now some of these cards you are probably going to have doubles as, depending on what you're doing, how you're doing it. I have doubles as you've seen. Now even though there are doubles and those cards might have the same grade, I would recommend not listing them as a quantity. You're still going to want to list them individually, because cards you can have 2 gem mint 10s and one of the cards clearly be a much better 10 than the other one. So you're going to want to list them individually. All right, very next card. Boom. It's a beautiful Charizard. So that is Charizard VMAX. Darkness Ablaze. Number 20. 020, because that's what it says on the card. So that's number 2. Let's keep moving. Some of these I'm going to be selling in batches, not batches, but like sets. Like when it comes to the Topps Chrome cards, I have a Gem Mint 10 Meowth and a Gem Mint 10 Persian. I'm going to sell those together. Or a Gem Mint 10 Rapidash and a Gem Mint 10 Ponyta. I'm going to sell those together. Cards like this, however, I will not be. So we got a beautiful Octillery. Look at that gold. Gleaming. Gleaming. Okay, this is, let's see. Octillery. I'm putting gold here because that's a search that some people would put in. A keyword. It's number 178. And it's a secret rare. And it's from Battle Styles. Now, if you want any of these sets that are from Sword and Shield, like Battle Styles, Darkness Ablaze, whatever, Rebel Clash, you can put Sword and Shield in there as well. I'm just not writing it down every single time. But when you list it, you sure can. You sure can. So I would go through and do probably 20 cards like this. Let's just do one more. A beautiful Lapras VMAX. Number 203. And that's a rainbow. From Sword and Shield. And it's base, but I'm not going to put that. Okay. That is a beautiful card, though. So I would normally do like probably 20 cards at a time, maybe 15, sometimes maybe more, depending on how much in the groove I'm at it and, you know, usually how late at night it is. Well, so first I would write down those cards in that order, however many you want to do. Start off with just a couple if it's your first time doing it until you get comfortable, and then do larger and larger ones, but don't ever get too, you know, carried away with it because there's no point to that. You don't want to make errors. It'll be super frustrating. Okay, if you do too many at one time. So after you list them, not list them, but after you write down this on your list, this is what I have, just so you can see. That's what I have so far. I would go back, and you're just going to want to go boom, boom, boom. You would go back and you would stack them like that from top to bottom so that they're in order, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and undo them, unstack them, restack them, you know what I'm saying, until they're in the proper order where the first card on your list is the top card in the pile. Then scoot that pile to the side and go ahead and take your pictures. So I'm going to have to cut this camera for that. And hopefully the microphone's not too much in the way. All right, let's see. Hit old funny bone. Now, me personally, let's see. Do I need more light down here? Let's see, does that mess up that camera? No, not too much. Now, me personally, I usually just take 2 pictures because the less pictures, the faster. And if you give them all the same amount of pictures when you're doing massive listings, a bunch of separate listings, single listings, if you can match the number of pictures on all of those listings, that can often be very handy. That can make things easier. So I'll do one in the front, boom, one in the back, boom, next, one in the front, boom, one in the back, boom, next. And you would go through the whole stack of 20 or however many you do. And as soon as you're done with that stack of 20 and you get them fully listed, or you get the pictures in order with how you're writing them down to be able to list them. Oh, did I do the back on that one? No, I gotta do the back. Then you can continue. Okay. then you've got to import your photos. And if you don't know, some people don't know, you can click one of them in the top and then you can go to the first one, click it, hold shift, click the last one, that'll select everything if you don't know that. Okay, so once you have the pictures imported, then we don't even need that other camera right now, do we? Let's put this light back on so you can see me. Boom. Okay, so once you have the pictures imported, then you go to sell. Sell. Create single listing. All right, now you look at your pad. Come on, you don't need that private info. Come on. Okay. Now, number one is we're gonna hit caps lock Urshifu. What was it? Urshifu VMAX. Number 86 from Battle Styles. Okay, and that's a full art. Okay, first, actually, we need to let's put Pokemon G, here, let's do that in caps too. Pokemon, come on now. Pokemon GMA, graded, what do they call it? They call it Gem Mint 10. Boom. We need to put in the listing, this is very important, you want to put in the title, okay, the number that you have on your pad in correlation. Now this is important. You're going to want to put the lot, you're going to want to put the number of the lot that it is in the title, the same number that matches on your pad, and then on that card you're going to write on a piece of painter's tape, very small, so that you can conserve the tape as much as possible. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and depending how many you're doing, I would just go ahead and go around the whole roll usually. And then what I usually do is just peel them, hold them like that, give them a little snip, don't cut yourself. But boom, now you can see a tiny little piece of painter's tape that matches Urshifu VMAX's number 1, and I'm putting lot 1. I'll put the number just so it looks, not just lot, yeah, lot number 1. There we go. Boom, and then I'm putting it on it, and I'm putting it in the very corner here. And I'm not pushing it on there very hard. Don't like press it on there, rub it on there super intense, every little bit of glue to stick to that plastic. You just want to put it on there hard enough that you know it's not going to come off. Then, what do you know? You would put it back in the box. Boom, number 1, and put number 1 facing the front. So when you go to look and it's easy. I mean, it doesn't really matter a huge amount, but okay, so now that we have what we're gonna put for the title, we could get started. Once you get to cranking and you have all this information, you can do it quick, watch. Okay, so they didn't cut any of our listing out, that's cool. That means we were good on the word count. UPC, we don't have one. Condition is used. Pigs, let's do it. I don't think we got yet. I only use 2 per. Now in Pokemon, now you have to put if it's graded or not. This is graded, and the grade's 10. Okay, sweet. Let's see if they want this. If they want who it was. No, we're not gonna put it. It's not on there. That's all we have to put there. And we're gonna go into one of our other listings just to see what I have. And we're gonna copy and paste. That's usually the easiest way, quickest way to do it. So right now, okay, I'm glad we came here because I wanted to show you we have $4,000 in active inventory right now. I haven't listed barely anything in a while, and we're at $4 grand. So let's see how much we change, how much this goes up once we finish listing this 101 card return we just got. I gave 2 slabs away so far. I've given away 2 slabs, 2 of the 10s. I gave away one of the Espeon full arts from Sun and Moon Base, and I gave away the Fletchinder, the Fletchinder full art, which was dope, both gem and 10s. Amber and Eludin, what's up? Alright, let's see. So we got 4,003. Let's continue. Oh yeah, I was looking for one of my other listings to just copy and paste, steal the description. Well, if I knew that's all it said, then I would have typed it up. But usually it's a lot more than that. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, see, that's terrible. Okay. Hello and welcome to Pudding Bros. This listing is for the exact card that you see in the books. It doesn't need all that, it's a graded card. Hello and welcome to Pudding Products. This listing is for the exact card that you see in the pics. Good luck. I wish you this. That's all it needs. It doesn't really need anything else other than that, I don't think. At this time, that's fine. So now we need to find out what our price is going to be for this particular card. Okay, now this is a step, I kind of skipped a step here. Before I went to listing this one card, I would usually open up a tab and I would get all my prices for every card, and I would write it in the end here or on the front side. I'll get all my prices for every card ready. You want all your information ready so that it gets to the point where all you're doing is data entry. So we have an Urshifu VMAX 86, and we're going to use PSA 10 as our reference. You're going to want to go down to sold items. There probably wouldn't be a GMA sale for reference. Oh, I put Urshifu, that's not going to get you nothing. So we'll just use PSA. There's usually a PSA reference of something sold or something listed at least. Nope, not seeing anything. Okay, here's a GMA one for $71 plus $5.20 shipping. Yep. So we don't want to sell cheap. We don't need the money, and y'all have heard me say this many times. You don't want to sell when you need the money. You want to, because then you lose out on your profits. We don't need the money. We're not trying to look at what the average is and go just a little bit under it to make the sale. We are going to go above it because we want the Pokemon market to stay the same or continue to go up in value. We don't want to lose out on our profits on our investments, even though if you give it enough time, it will go up no matter what, unless there's some kind of insane event that happens, like wall. But then even after that, it goes up even more. But so anyways, so far it looks like the best reference we're getting is this one here for 76. So we're gonna go ahead and list that, and if you ask me, that seems pretty high, so we're gonna go ahead and list ours for the same price. I'm gonna put 70 here because all of these we're gonna list for $70 and then $5 shipping and handling plus only 2 additional for every purchase. That's something I will put in the description. Let's see. Shipping is $5 for the first card. For the first slab, and only $2. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna. Should I put that? Okay, so $70 for that. Our next card is the Charizard VMAX from Darkness Ablaze. So let's see what those are selling for. Charizard VMAX Darkness PSA 10. Go to sold items. Alright, so for a PSA 10, we're looking at, look, we got 185, 163, 200, 240, 190, 220, 255. So this is for PSA 10s. Now a GMA slab is not worth as much as a PSA 10, really, usually. So they seem to be, if this was a PSA 10 Charizard, I would list it for 250, maybe 260. But because it's not, I'm just gonna put 190. Actually, that seems like too much. I'm putting 200. So I took 50 bucks off of what I would have listed it had it been a PSA 10. Alright, let's on to the next one. Another one. The Octillery Gold. I'm not seeing any 10s sold. What? Alright. Then exit out of sold and let's see. Oh, it's because I got the gold in there. That's why. That's not a very common keyword. It's just when we're putting in our listing. Let's see. 178. Card number is almost always what you're going to want to use. Let's see if this does us any better. CG, okay, no it didn't. We got a CGC 9 for 64 and another CGC 9 for like 45. And none are even listed. What's up with that? These must be pretty rare. So we're gonna go ahead and put ours at, these are the hardest ones to price. When you cannot find a reference for what the cards are selling for in any form, that's usually the hardest ones to price. There's usually a reference for you of some kind. So we're gonna say, okay, so normally PSA 9, say a $1,000 card at a PSA 10, if it was a PSA 9 version, would be worth like half that. I mean, depending on how you sell it and how it sells, the market can fluctuate. So a 9.5, they're at a CGC 9.5, which is very close to a 10. They're asking $71, but still, if it was a CGC 10, it would be much more. That's a hard one right there, ladies and gentlemen. We're just gonna put 150, because if it doesn't sell, we'll let it sit, and if enough time passes, it will sell. Or if we, for some reason, decide to, we could, or if we get better examples and the market starts to show itself, we can lower the price if necessary. But for now, we don't want to put it too cheap and have it sell, you know, tomorrow for too cheap. I'd rather list it and wait and see. So now let's figure out that Lapras VMAX. And that's number 203. Okay, so the PSA 10s, they're asking 200, 190, 150. Let's go to sold cards, see if we can find some sold ones. So for sold cards, we have examples of, let's see, we got 115. That one's almost 100. That one's only 70. That one's 100. 100. There's a lot of 100s, some a little bit over 100, some a little under 100. So I'm listing them at 100 because the ones that are currently for sale that we saw were all the way up to like 150 it was or something. Okay, so we got our prices. Now you got a general idea as well of how I would get all my prices, you know what I mean, for a huge list of cards. For all these cards, this is how I'm gonna figure out my pricing. Now when it comes to like the chrome cards, let's use one of these as an example. Let's use one of the sets. Jeez, I can't find them. Okay, check this out. Boom, those are some beauties. So, let's look at one of these Topps Chrome cards. Okay. Ponyta Chrome 77. PSA 10s. Look at him. What's up? PSA 10s are selling for $280, $257, $260. That's for the Ponyta. Let's check that Rapidash. Now keep in mind, that is PSA, not GMA. But still, that's a good sign. That's a good reference. Now, you've got to be careful too, because this is not a Sparkle Rapidash. This is just a plain old Rapidash. So the plain old Rapidash, the one that we have an example of, went for $124. Let's see if there's any listed currently and how high they are. Okay, two set. That's what I was. You might need to check both sometimes, because one only sold for $124. But if you look at the only two that are currently available for sale on eBay, one of them's $800 with 15 watchers. Oh no, that's the Sparkle, isn't it? Yeah, that's a Sparkle. The other one, but the regular one is $280 they're asking. So if they're asking about $260, $280 or whatever for these two cards, you know what I mean? And I'm selling them, that's PSA. So that would be $520 if they were PSA. I would sell it for $520, maybe $550 as a set if they were PSA. So because they're not PSA, I'm gonna go ahead and knock quite a chunk off. I'm gonna knock off, so $550, let's take it. Oh, I'm not listing these right this exact moment, but if I were, I would, 550, $450 is what I want to say, but I would probably go higher than that. I'd probably get to list it and be like 500 and just take 50 off. Okay, so now let's go back. So that would be 500 for those two slabs. What? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying though? Okay, so not to say that they would sell for that. A lot of these cards aren't going to sell for that. You know what I mean? Or you'll be surprised which ones will sell. A lot of times it's like cards you would not expect. You'd be like, oh, that's the one that went first. None of the Charizards, but the Pikachu from promo from Burning Shadows or something weird. But anyways, all right, let's get back to this. Back to the listing ya biscuit. So go back to create your listings now that we have our pictures and we have our prices. We're gonna go down. Okay, we've got it on fixed price. We've got it on start my listings when I submit them. For the buy it now, look, it's suggesting $71.74 for the buy it now, and we were planning on doing 70 plus 5 shipping. So boom, there you go. It's usually not gonna match up like that, but it did this time. Okay, we are requiring immediate payment with buy it now. Shipping, we're doing flame. Why do I say that there all the time? We're doing flat, same cost to all buyers. And we're doing $5. $5. We're selling internationally with a global shipping program. That's where eBay handles all the international stuff. It just would do your normal shipping price to their facility on one of the coasts, and then they ship it out, repackage it, and fill out the form and ship it out from there. Okay, I am gonna boost this 1%. I boost most of my listings 1%, and I am not offering any kind of discounts. So if you want, you can do a preview. I usually just list the item. For the sake of the video, we'll do a preview. On previews, they don't allow you to see all the pictures though, so you gotta just see it for the face of what it is. Boom, Pokemon lot number 1, GMA graded Gem Mint 10, Urshifu VMAX, 86 battle styles, full art, full art. What's up? $70 plus 5 shipping. Hello and welcome to Putty Products. This listing is for the exact card that you see in the pics. Good luck and I wish you the best. Okay, so exit out of that and list item. Now, after you list the item, it won't be live for like a minute or a minute and a half. So if you try and look it up right away, you won't be able to locate it. Hopefully there's no errors. If there's something that you erred on, like it'll tell you right now, instead of going to this screen where it says success, it would just refresh on the same screen you were just on, and it would have a few things in red and it would tell you why. What you need to finish. Usually it's like with Pokemon cards, it's usually that whether you put in graded or not now, because that's a new thing you have to do. If it's not graded, you just put no, quite obviously. So that's one. Next, you would want to do create similar. This is how you really get to ripping and running. Once you have all your information and you create similar, boom, it's going to pull up the exact listing that you just submitted. So we change it to number 2, lot number 2. And then we change the end of it to what we wrote down here, as much of it as we can fit. Charizard, VMAX, Darkness Ablaze. I'll put the 020 first. Darkness Ablaze. Boom, that's all we need. Okay, change the pictures. Come on, baby. So long. Everything else is filled out for us. You see that? We got to come down here and change the price to 200. Boom. If you don't like it, don't buy it. You feel me? It's got the $5 shipping, the sell internationally. We've got 3 days for our 3 business days for our handling time. And I mean, I think there's somewhere you can put in here something about returns. Yeah, domestic returns accepted, international returns accepted. We're not accepting any returns. Now, eBay has a money back guarantee type thing, buyer protection thing, so you're, no matter what, under certain circumstances, you might have to do a return. Let me get a little crush. But it is what it is. I mean, I've done very few returns and I've done a lot of sales. So let's see, it's got the expedited shipping. Yeah, you want to click expedited shipping too, because it just says 1 to 3 business days. All you want to do is when something sells, it'll say the date sold, okay? You don't want to wait more than 2 days before you print the shipping label. That doesn't mean you have to send it to the post, take it to the post office that day. You could wait up to 2 more days to take it to the post office, but you're pushing it, you know what I mean? Now it's starting to take longer to arrive to its destination. But so if it sells on the 25th, you don't really got to print the label until the 27th, but you really want to print it before the 28th. Otherwise, you can lose your top rated seller status. That's where that comes into play. You want the top rated status if you can keep it, because I believe it gives you a small, they take a little bit less from you, I think, on their final value fees, and plus some other bonuses. But penny saved, penny earned. You want to save that penny, dog. So everything else is right for us. So boom, all we gotta do is verify the pictures are correct and the price, and we know we're good. The price is 200, right? Didn't we put 200? Yup, we're good. List item. Now, when you're not explaining what you're doing, you know what I mean, and you do a big list of these, you'll be surprised how quickly you can hammer these out. You can bang them out quick. So boom, create new. Oh no, create similar. Oh no. Oh no. Please bring back that screen. Oh no. I messed up. Okay, if you do that, that's no biggie. If you, because then I would go to selling, look, and it's not going to be there. If I get lucky, it might be as a draft because I clicked it so quick, but it's not going to be. Boom, it's not there, but it's okay, because what can you do? Well, you can go to either you can start from scratch, or you can go to your listings. That was a buy it now, so it's going to be on 30 days for the loop of it, so it'll be my last listing, and all I gotta do is click sell similar. Where is it? Right there. And boom, it's just like I clicked sell similar just a minute ago when I was supposed to. Okay, Pokemon lot number 3, let's do this. Gem Mint 10. Ah, come on. The next one is the Octillery. Gold, secret, rare. Number 178 out of Battle Styles. Alright, it's not gonna let us put Battle Styles, we'll just put Battle. Just banging in keywords, y'all. Getting in those keywords. Photos. Oh, we got 2 photos. Then we're gonna go down and change the price. We decided on 150 for now, which could be high. We'll find out. Okay, and boom, it's done. Everything else is right. Next, list item. Just like that. See, it gets quick once you do it like that. Once you get comfortable that you're not having to recheck all of the information you typed in, you're comfortable with it, all you gotta do is change the title, change the pictures, change the price. Boom, next, create similar. Don't forget to change the lot number when you change the title. Come on now, create similar. We got work to do. Once I get done with this video, I am gonna slam out a ton of these. Okay, lot number 4. That was a Lapras VMAX. 203 Rainbow. Sword Shield. Two pictures, that's all you need. You put more if you want, that's up to you. Get nice fancy angles and stuff, whatever you want to do. 2 is all I put, usually it's all that's necessary. I'll verify the pictures real quick. Yep, we're good. List item. Boom, so just like that, we listed 4 cards. Now, when I'm doing my thing, you know what I mean, and I'm not recording it, I can list a lot. You can probably list a card. Once you have all the information, you can list a card like every minute and a half or something like that, or every minute. So, you start hammering it out, you can do like 3 hours of work and list a ton, you know what I mean, 200 cards. Okay, let's see. So always click, okay, create similar. Even if you're not doing another one right now, you still want that template, okay? So you can save it as a template if you want. I usually don't go that route. I just go to this screen and exit it. Once you exit it from that screen, it'll automatically save it as a draft. Okay. So let's go to our inventory now. We were at $4,003. We go to our listings. Now we're at $4,523. So we added $520 to the inventory that quick. Tonight before I go to sleep, I don't know how many of these cards I'm gonna list, but there's only 101 of them total, so I might just list them all. And then the inventory will be up quite a chunk. We'll find out exactly how much it's gonna go up. So I hope everything good with y'all out there in them streets. Until next time, peace! Boom, just like that, we listed 20 of them. Well, counting the first 4, so it's 12, 11 here, and I had to stop and take breaks to take the puppy out. I got a little puppy, a little pit bull pup, a little pupper. His name's Bruno. Silencio Bruno. But alright, anyways, before I get too distracted here, let's see. So just like that, we listed 20. Let's see what our inventory is up to. Boom, we are up to $6,323. We've listed $2,320 in inventory in like an hour. So that's pretty boss. So I got a good bit left. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stay up all night and list my biscuit. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything good with y'all out there in the streets. I hope you learned something. I hope you're trying to make that money with me. Hustle hard, work hard, stay on the grind. You know what I mean? Keep your faith up, keep your head up. I hope everything good with y'all out there in them streets. Until next time. Peace. All right. Woo. It is 6:12 in the morning, 6:12 a.m. I was up all night listing my biscuit. I just decided, you know what, why not list them all? Let's get them all listed, you know what I mean? It came out to 92 listings total. You see it, 92. And if you look here, our active inventory on this store is now up to 12,503, which is interesting because that means we listed exactly $8,500 on the dot. And we started, what? I don't know, it wasn't that long ago. Like less than 8 hours ago, something like that, 8 hours ago. And I stopped to eat a couple times and take a couple breaks. And I took the dog out a couple times to use the bathroom, to do his business. And I did want to say, always remember when you're selling graded cards to change the grade in the listing. There's a spot where you have to put the grade, and if it's graded, make sure you change it when you're going through them and you're going from 10s to 9s to 8.5s, whatever. Make sure you change it because it's easy to forget. And also, I noticed that when the price of the card, the overall price of the card got lower, I ended up bringing my prices closer to the PSA or Beckett price. Whereas, like, if it would have been a $1,000 PSA card, my PSA 10, my GMA 10, I would only list for like $750 or $700 or something. Whereas, if it was a $35 or $40 PSA card, I'm still listing it for probably $30 or $35, even though it's a GMA. So you see it, we listed $8,500 in a short period of time. And that was all of the cards that we got back from that 101 card submission from GMA, except I gave 2 cards away and I kept 1 for myself. So can you guess what's up? Out of all those cards, can you guess what the 1 card I kept was? I hope everything good with y'all out there in them streets. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and show your dog some love. What's up? Until next time.